The minutes from the last meeting, which I've seen, happy to approve.
Agreed.
Apologies, we've got apologies from Councillor Williams and Councillor Deacon. Are there any declarations of interest? No declaration of interest. No public participation. There's no public participation. So now we are going to look at the review of the statement of the licensing policy, which, as I directed, we looked at last time. So you had a look at that. Those three items in relation to the responses from the consultation. So are there any questions or points?
I've only just got one comment, Johnson, if I may. Quite a few of the responses seem to blame the council for this policy, when I just wondered when it's actually issued by way of a public press release or wherever the council does it. It might just be pertinent to sort of announce it that in response to government legislation, and then go on to the policy. That means then, you know, if anybody wants to dig at us, it's the government's fault. They're requiring us to do it, and so don't put all the blame on the local council.
It's not our fault.
Not our fault.
So, well, we could, but I mean, they seem like quite sensible ideas to me.
No, but there are 3 or 4 that are saying, you know, you just.
You'll always get some people saying
it's in response to a directive.
Yes. One of the comments was about transparency, and I take it that these measures are going to be features of applications which are going to be public anyway.
Yes. So the Tourism Act is obviously for any venues that are over 200. It will then become a prerequisite for their conditions on the licence. The Ask for Angela scheme is merely a suggestion. And again, for the spike-in comments, it's again only really for venues where that kind of thing may take place, and it's more of a recommendation, it's not forced.
Yes.
So the only one that's actually law at the moment is the Martin's Law, which comes under the Terrorism Act.
Yeah.
We don't have many big venues, so it wouldn't affect sort of the smaller venues, and obviously places like off licences and stuff like that wouldn't apply to anyway.
So the terrorism one is mandatory, but the other two are in fact our decision.
That's been passed as a law, so any venues that hold over 200 people need to have some sort of plan, an emergency plan for evacuation should anything of that scale happen.
So the other two are in fact our decision.
So the Ask for Angela scheme is merely just a suggestion.
Yes.
That we think would be helpful to implement for safer sort of nighttime drinking, if you like. And then the point about the spike-in, again, is because the government is committed to strengthening legislation around the supply of alcohol and psychoactive substances. It's more of a guidance, but we do suggest, you know, to larger venues that, again, nightclubs, etc., that is something that they should be looking to implement.
Thank you.
No problem.
Are there any further questions or points?
Just one other point, sorry. It's just that one of the responses mentioned modern slavery, and that their opinion was that the research was some 6 years old. I don't know whether that's correct or not, but if it is there any more modern research that could be used?
Update all of the links, went through all of the links for everything, including the modern slavery. So everything that we've got will be the most up-to-date version.
Okay.
I think the report answers the point that commenter was making with the non-mandatory language. I think that the report itself suggests that. Well, it was in the previous report that suggested that we needed to do it like that. So, are we happy to recommend this goes forward? Agreed. Is that all agreed? Thank you very much. I think that's. Is there anything else? There's nothing else. That is the business of the meeting.
Oh.
So, thank you all for coming.
Thank you. Have a nice birthday.